Good morning, I'm Jesse from KarateByJesse.com, and today I'm flying to London, UK with my brother Oliver, who has his second fight in the UFC this coming weekend. And I want to take you guys with me, with us, behind the scenes of the fight week. Let's go. It's raining cats and dogs, mate. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the future.
Good morning. On our way to London.
Yeah. Well, at least the weather can't get worse, right? We're going to the UK. So, Oliver, tell your fans what you had for breakfast.
I had 3 eggs and 2 liters of water.
Alright, so the security guy just told me we can't film here, so while we pass through security, you guys can check out the training that me and Oliver have been doing these past couple of weeks, and I'll see you guys on the plane.
From Täby, Stockholm.
Enkamp.
Just landed in London. Now we're going to meet the crew from the UFC that's picking us up.
I remember the first time I taught a karate seminar here in London, I got picked up by a limo. Let's see what the UFC picks us up in.
How you doing, Oliver? Kevin.
Hello,
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Jesse, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Chris. I'm taking
is
you
your
over
driver
to
from
Canary
Turkey?
Wharf.
Okay, cool.
Listen,
Great.
there'll be someone there to meet you on the way back.
Okay, cool.
Right, we've made it. Thanks very much for your patience.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So that is just if you go out there.
So we're going to check the weight now.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
In front of a UFC camera with your fighter, make sure you're wearing this stuff here. When you arrive to the venue and for the weigh-in, that you're wearing head to toe from here.
Yep.
Okay?
Registration is done, weigh-in is done. How are you feeling, Oliver?
Great. Still water loading.
Ready to rock and roll. Oh yeah, the water loading, the reason Oliver is drinking water all the time is because it's part of his secret weight cutting strategy. More about that later. Fancy.
Is that a swan?
God save the Queen. Good morning from London, dressed from top to toe in the UFC gear. Maybe you can explain to the viewers exactly how you cut weight, because it's a really scientific protocol that he's following.
So, why you have been seeing me walking around with a water bottle everywhere is because I'm doing something known as water hydration and dehydration. So I will drink 8 liters a day, which is about 2 gallons in American units, and I will do this for 3 or 4 days. At the same time, I'm limiting my carbohydrate and salt intake. What this does, it's pumping your aldosterone up, and aldosterone is the hormone that makes you pee, basically. So I'm drinking a lot and I'm peeing a lot and pumping these hormones up. At the same time, I'm not taking in any carbohydrates or salt because they store fluids in your body. So the last 24 hours I quit drinking completely, and I got my hormones pumped up, so I keep peeing, and I will pee out a lot of water weight and not take in any more. And since I don't have much carbohydrates or salt, it's easy to flush it out because it's not stored. My body doesn't hold on to it. And I will lose a couple of kilos this way. And if I have even more weight, I can do a hot bath or a sauna to sweat the last few pounds out.
We're live, so we're on the MMA Podcasters.
Fighters and let's call it martial artists are different because some fighters just train for a fight and then they take long time off, they gain weight, and then they book a new fight and go into a new training camp. But I'm not training for fights, I'm training for life.
Yeah.
And that's the way I've always approached it.
I mean, like UFC embodied, they follow him around and you can...
Now it's time for the final part of his weight cut, which is a super hot bath.
What the hell? It's too hot.
Have them on the menu to say, if we need them, we got 10 more minutes. Brian, all we need is 1 shot.
Hello.
Oh, hey guys. So what you see me doing now is from the water loading I was doing the whole week, I had still 1.5 kilos to cut, which is about 3 pounds. And the more humid your environment is, the more you sweat, obviously. So some people go into a sauna to sweat out the last few pounds or kilos, but a hot bath is 100% humidity because it's water. So I'm lying in there for 10 minutes, gets my body start to sweat a lot, and I can keep my head cool, which I feel is important. And then I am down here like a mummy, surrounded by towels to make like a steam room. So after the 10 minutes in the hot tub, I will lie here for another 30 and keep sweating. And then I should be right on point.
Well, this is awkward. Apparently, we missed the bus to the official weigh-in. So now we're gonna take a private car instead.
Alright, so we're here at the arena for the ceremonial weigh-ins.
For those of you who have never seen a real UFC cage up close, this is what it looks like. Can you guys imagine 20,000 people screaming in this arena?
I feel no nerves or anything whatsoever. Feels just like last time. I've already done this once, so I'm gonna go in completely relax and just do my thing. So the big difference from this fight compared to my last one was obviously, first of all, that I got the fight on a short notice. I had only 2.5 weeks total to prepare. Everything was new to me, the organization, the size of the event, all the contracts, the medicals, everything had to be done. So it was a very stressful period of time, but now it feels totally at ease and like I've done everything of this before.
Alright guys, all of the preparations are over. It is officially time to fight for Oliver, and I have my fingers crossed. However, the UFC asked me to be a commentator so they can translate what Oliver's coaches are saying to him within the rounds. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to film while I'm commentating, but I'm gonna do my best for you guys. Now, keep your fingers crossed too, and let's get ready to rumble. Alright, so there are still a couple of hours left until the actual fight. As you can see, Oliver is chilling and his coaches are bored. We're just waiting basically here in the warm-up area, and we can't really go anywhere. I thought in the meanwhile I might tell you guys a little bit about Oliver's opponent. His name is Danny Roberts and his fight name is Hot Chocolate, which is really cool, by the way. And he's 14-3. That's his record, meaning he has won 14 fights and only lost 3. And this is Oliver's second UFC fight. Let's see how it goes. I mean, the odds are definitely not in his favor, but I believe that he has the skill set and he's capable of taking home the victory tonight. Just like Oliver, his opponent comes from a striking background. I believe he's a boxer from the beginning, so he likes to use his hands. He's actually a southpaw, so he stands with his right leg in front. But Oliver switches it up because he's a karate fighter, obviously. He does both right and left leg to the front. And it's gonna be really fun to see how it all plays out tonight.
Dagestan's Enkamp facing Scotland's
Enkamp is nicknamed the future for a good reason, as this karate black belt has been working towards this moment in the UFC since the very first time he entered his family's dojo as a child. Squares off against Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts.
Okay. So, tell us what happened at the fight.
Well, that didn't really go as planned. So my game plan in the fight was to start by feeling him out and get an understanding of what his intentions were. So I felt when we started the fight, both of us were a bit cautious. We didn't want to walk into something unnecessary, and it's kind of a feeling out process in the beginning. My technique of choice was the oblique kick, which is the straight side kick to the knee.
That boxing background that he's got, really a bit more of a disciplined
I've used it a lot in training lately, and I would use it kind of to measure the distance and see how he responds when I step in.
Big, strong individual and a tough debut fight.
So I threw that one a couple of times, and eventually I would feint that kick to follow up with a Mawashigeri or a roundhouse kick with my back leg to the head and body.
In his debut.
So big part of the game plan was landing the head kick that I never really got to set up because the fight only went 2 minutes. So I didn't get to show much of my game plan. In one of these exchanges, when I hit him with the oblique kick, he stepped in at the same time, so the distance was too short, and he threw an overhand or a straight left at the same time I was kicking, and he hit me right under the eye, and I went down. So if I could go back and change my approach, I would start with more pressure. I would not try to feel him out as much, but be more aggressive from the start. And I felt this technique I was using, the knee kick, it suits better in the later rounds when he's not moving as much, because it's harder than you think to aim it at someone who's moving and is full of energy. So it's something better to save for the later rounds when he's slowed down, and I can do more damage because it's high risk, low reward.
And what did this fight teach you that you needed to learn?
So what I learned from this fight was, well, the technical part was I'm not gonna open up throwing this kick too much in the early rounds, but wait for the later rounds when he's slowed down a bit. But also that I need a bit more killer instinct from the start, because I was focusing too much on being relaxed and not tensed, so I wouldn't gas out or anything, because it was a huge arena, twice the size from my last fight. So I really prepared mentally to be relaxed and cool, but maybe it's also something that put me a little off. I should have had my finger on the trigger more, so to speak, and really have committed more in my strikes, because I wanted to kind of feel the distance first, so I didn't put 100% effort in all my techniques, but that's also what he capitalized on. So that's something I learned.
And what's next for the future now?
So right now I just want to get back into training. Tomorrow morning the first thing I'm gonna do is go back to the gym and start working again, and I feel really motivated for a comeback, not only for one fight, but I feel I have so much I can showcase, and I want to prove not just to anyone else but to myself. So more fights.
And any last words?
Last but not least, huge thanks to the whole Karate Nerd community for all the amazing support. I got so many good luck wishes during the fight week, and also happy thoughts sent to me after the fight. So I'm super humbled and grateful for this. I really have the best fan base in the world. Thank you so much.